Hi guys, and welcome to your first animation lecture. The most important thing here is for you to have fun. Animation is about fun. Motion graphics is about lots of fun. So let's have fun here and learn how to animate. Before we start animating our layers, I would like you to set a couple of preferences. Please, if you are on Windows, come to the Edit menu. If you are on the Mac, go to the After Effects menu. Click on Edit and then go to Preferences. Within Preferences, please go to General. Now you have a very big panel here that has so many options on the left and on the most important is to come to the first option here. This is Default Spatial Interpolation to Linear. Make sure that you checked this value. When you check it, all the animations will be in straight line, and it's important for now. The next one, please come to Display. In Display, you might have different options over here. Make sure that you have selected all keyframes. And when you have done the General, that is for Special Default Interpolation, and Display all keyframes, click on OK. Cool. In After Effects, you animate a layer. For example, if I choose the blue bird, I can click on the layer and drag it and put it anywhere I want. Of course, now I'm just moving it. You can also move your background. If you click on it, now it can move. But that's not very good. So I will undo this by pressing Ctrl Z and come to the forest here, and I want to lock this layer. So you come under lock here and you click on the lock for the forest.png. Now you cannot select this layer and you cannot move it by mistake. Cool. Now let's start understanding how to animate. Next to Bluebird here, you can see an arrow to the right. Click on it, you will turn it down, and then you will see Transform. Turn down the arrow, and then you will see all the properties that you can animate in After Effects. You have the anchor point, position, scale, rotation, and opacity. Let's focus on position. I will click on the layer and move it around. You notice that the value of position are changing, but now we are just positioning. What we want to do is to animate over time, and time is just over here. This is your timeline indicator or your current time indicator. If you click on it, you can position in time within your composition. For example, now I put the time indicator at 1 second. I know this by looking on the left over here, it will say where the time indicator is. If you go to 2, you will notice that now it is at 2 seconds. Fine. So this is our time and this is our position. Let's take our time indicator and start our animation. To start the animation, you just click on the stopwatch for the property that you want to animate. As soon as you click, the stopwatch turns to blue. It means the animation has been initiated. And you notice in your timeline here, a blue diamond has been created. This blue diamond is called a keyframe. You can care less about the technical aspect of a keyframe. But for After Effects, this keyframe means that at this time, now 0, 0, position the layer at these coordinates. Fine. Let's move down the timeline because we want to animate over time. So we position at 1 second, and you want now to change the position of your bird. Just click on it and take it, for example, down. Notice immediately that a keyframe has been created at the position of the time indicator. This keyframe means at the time 1 second, position the layer at these coordinates. Now, if you click on the time indicator and you scrub through, you go left or right, you notice that After Effects has interpolated the animation or has interpreted the animation between the first keyframe at 0 and the second keyframe at 1 second. And here you are, an animation has been created for you. Pretty easy. So the concept is, you position the time indicator, you change the value of position, a keyframe is created, then you move again, let's say to 2 seconds, and change the value again. Let's say you want to put your birdie now up there at 2 seconds. You click on it and you drag. So now at 2 seconds, your birdie will be positioned at these coordinates. And of course, After Effects has created for you the right keyframe. Let's go to 3 seconds, click and drag the time indicator. And now move your layer or the birdie down over here or anywhere you want. Cool. Another keyframe has been created for you. So you notice that every time you move down the timeline and then you reposition, a keyframe is created. Let's go to the last one and then just move the guy over here. Now, if you click on the time indicator and scrub through, you have a feel, or you notice how your animation is going to happen. This is pretty easy, by the way. Cool. Let's play the animation. To play your animation, just press on the spacebar. Here you are. And After Effects will play your animation from time 0 to time 5 seconds for the whole composition. And you can see you already created your first animation in After Effects and you created your first motion graphics. But that's not all. We can also add scale, rotation, and opacity and make this animation much more exciting. And this is what we are going to do in the next lecture. See you then.